'Tis Friday, November 29th. Peter was just here, and he gave me my food, some of the leftover Thanksgiving that they had. Minxie's very disappointed. He didn't come in and give her attention. So now she's up here bugging me. But I told her Mom will be here eventually. She said she'd be here around 1 o'clock, and it's 11 now, so she'll be getting her attention eventually. I guess she's getting some right now. Would you get some right now? Would you get some right now? Yes, you did. So, yeah, there's that. I think I finally, maybe, because I thought maybe they just turned off the hot water. Because I swear they said when they were here yesterday that I'd have water just be cold. But I think I may finally be out of water because, I took a very, I turned on the faucet last night. I mean, at least it was hot water. It was hot water, so I was able to like stick my head underneath the faucet in the bathtub and kind of wash my hair off and wash my pits and bits, as that one character for Saturday Night Live might say, the one who gets abducted by the aliens all the time. That was about the extent of my shower last night. So I might take an official shower when I get to Mom's, or tomorrow. I guess it doesn't really matter. But today I was in there, and of course I was like washing my hands in the bathroom. It looks like maybe some still coming out of the sink, but not really the bathtub anymore. But so I might officially be out of water until they get a chance to come here and look at it Monday. So, but I bought a bottle of water when I left so that I could fill back up our cup, Minxie and my cup, so that she could have some water. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, I was thinking there was something from work that I was going to say, or some story from there I was going to tell, but I don't know. We set up for, I ended up with the setting up for Black Friday thing, so I got to, help with that. So exciting. Apparently, Marilise had, when I think it was her and Norm her and somebody came into the building, a customer tried to follow him in, but it's like, we're closed until 6 o'clock the next morning. We're closed for Thanksgiving, but apparently a customer tried to follow them in when they came in, so she got kicked out. Not Marilee, the customer. But yeah. And then they're like, oh, if, since you're helping with the setup, it's like, would you want to take a half-hour lunch? And I was like, maybe. And then I think I took like a 40-minute lunch. It was, I split the difference. It was somewhere in between, a half hour and an hour. But it wasn't really, there were people in the store. But I mean, and it was kind of, it's definitely, I feel like it was busier than the last few years, maybe. Because we're trying to pull pallets down the aisle, and there was somebody on each side, but it wasn't like wall-to-wall people or anything. It wasn't like, back in the day when, like, everybody huddled around the pallets and they waited for us to cut them open so they could grab, and, it was just people coming in doing their thing. And I mean, there was people, but I mean, I don't even feel like I've seen the store busier on a Saturday afternoon when Mom and I go in there when she's here on the weekends. So it's like, I mean, I don't think it was a very big deal, and nobody over on the grocery side. Of course, there was nobody, none of the Black Friday stuff was set up over there. I got myself some crazy hair going on there in the back, wasn't it? Right. So that's what, at the end of the day, ended up doing, was helping run some of the grocery in one of the aisles. So it was like half a dozen people in that one aisle, though. So it's kind of like, I mean, I guess it was all that was left to do. And then pets, you know. But, so Black Friday is all done and over. I did find some Christmas gifts this morning, so, that I didn't know were there. I didn't know it was in the back, because we have all these like little bins and stuff set up back by the bath. That's all, folks. Back by the back bathrooms. Jesus. I came up with my own little tongue twister there. Back by the back bathrooms. Back by the back bathrooms. Blah 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 blah. There's all these bins of different little stuff. Like some of it's $1 and, you know, different stuff. I found something in little bins. And I found something else up in the Christmas area that I hadn't seen. I could say that one's for my sister. She doesn't watch these videos as far as I know, but I found something for my sister up there. I won't say what, just in case this would be the one video she ends up watching. But that was for my sister. You know, the only person in my family that I know that watches my videos, at least part of my videos sometimes, is Mom. So, you know, if I find anything for her, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I don't want to say. I don't want to say. Look what I can do. The Stewart. So yeah, I'm just waiting for Mom to show up. Taking a couple little naps this morning. Just sitting here. So I thought I'd go ahead and get my question of the day out of the way. So that way I don't have to worry about it later. Or forget. Or oversleep. You know, whatevs. Whatevs. So, yeah, I was thinking there was a specific story from work last night I was going to tell, but apparently don't know what it was. Apparently don't know what it was. Cannot think of it. So, we'll just answer the mother tuckin' question from the 29th. Friday, November the 29th. As long as I said that at some point. Best thing you have eaten this week? Chipotle. No, I haven't eaten Chipotle this week, but they did just text me. Best thing I have eaten this week? Well, I haven't gotten into the Thanksgiving food yet, but y'all saw that French toast that Peter's wife made the other day. That was pretty fucking good. And he said something about, you know, hope you enjoy the food or whatever. And I was like, oh, I know how good you guys are at food, so I'm sure I will. You know. So that would maybe be the next best thing. But definitely, since I haven't eaten that yet, and Mom will probably bring me, because I think my uncle usually makes like she's gonna make me stuffing, as far as I know. So I'll have extra stuffing. But the McDonald's cookies were pretty good too. The McRib was pretty good. But definitely, I think I would have to give it to that French toast that Peter's wife made. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. And then I wasn't able to wash the thing up. I guess I could have just given it back to him all dirty. I was like, thanks for making me food. Now wash it. I don't know if that was tape on my arm. I don't know what that, or if that was a little scab. I don't know. I think it might have been tape. So, Yeah. Oh, there might be another nap in my future before Mom gets here. Minxie's having dramatic moments before we part ways for the day. But yes, Mom's gonna take me to go pick up, because I have, I think, 2 Eliquis left in here. Yeah, so, well, they haven't messaged me back to say that my thing is ready, but so hopefully it is. Usually when I text it, text back yes, they say, oh, it'll be ready tomorrow. Of course, then we ran into Thanksgiving, so I assume they're open today, because it said the 29th, so, but I haven't got my message that it's ready, but I assume it will be. Or all I have to do is go up to the counter and be like, I haven't got my text that this is ready yet, but, they can probably prepare it, I would assume, maybe, for me, maybe, while I'm there. I don't know. Oh, yeah? Is that what that is? No, she's got to do damage to the couch. Yeah? She looked me straight in the eye when she did it. She's like, I'm ruining your shit. Are you ruining my shit? Are you ruining my shit? That's what I thought. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this started uploading. It has some time before Mom gets here, apparently. Cause I'm pretty sure she said 1 o'clock. I don't know. I could look up the text and find out, but no big deal. But anyway, have a good one. Have a safe, happy Black Friday, whatever it is that you're out doing today. Since most of the sales are online anymore, I just don't feel like it's a big deal anymore. Like Black Friday just isn't. Like I said, there was more people this year, I feel like, than I've seen in the last couple years. I don't know that I've really been paying that much attention in the last couple years, but oh, I know what I was going to say. I got to play video games last night at work because they wanted me to take some of my U-Learns, and 3 of them you have to do on a computer. Because they said I could do it on my phone. 1 of them I was able to do on my phone. The other 3 said I had to be on a desktop because it has this little. Well, technically, you're supposed to wear a VR headset for these, but you can skip past the VR part, especially if because people get motion sickness and nausea and whatever and blah, 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 blah. So if you want to, you can take it on the computer. But I got back to do that last night, and all 4 of the computers in the training room were taken. So I got to do my VR U-Learns on the VR headset. So that was kind of fun. Like I was sitting in a chair, a spinny chair, so I would spin around and see everything. Because it's like, they have like the front desk, and then they have some of the checkouts if you spin around or whatever. So I mean it's a fully I guess VR. I've never played any VR games or anything like that, but it's like immersive. Like at one point you're outside and you look up in the sky and there's clouds, while some guy's getting drug away because he tossed a woman's cart. It's some of the concerning behaviors and that sort of thing. And actually one of them was the if there's an active shooter situation, it's like you're like, oh, it's kind of like choose your own adventure. I don't think you can die in this adventure though. I don't know. Because they're like, which way should we go? Or at one point where, we're like avoiding or denying access to our location. You go in an office and you lock the door and turn off the lights, and you put out the lights even though you can see still perfectly. And it's kind of like Mary Lee said, you can still hear like beep beep beep, like people are still checking out while an active shooter is in the store, which is funny. But you're in the front cash office or whatever, and you push a thing, you push like a cabinet in front of the door to help sturdy it or whatever, and they're like, oh, you can also defend yourself. You have the right to defend yourself. So what can you choose to defend yourself with? And there's all these things. If you look around, like on the desk, you can select like a broom. There's a broom, and on the desk there's like you can pick up the keyboard, or I chose the tape dispenser because I thought it was the most ridiculous thing to grab. And she's like, yeah, that's a good ranged weapon. You can throw that, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what she said, But you could pick up scissors, I was like, really fuck him up if he gets in? I mean, spoiler alert, he didn't. He shot through the door a couple of times, but then he walked away. And this whole time, she's like, we have to be quiet, but she's talking to you, like, the entire time, and I'm like, bitch, you ain't quiet. What up? And then after he walks away, she calls 911, But, so, yeah, I got to play on the VR headset last night at work. So I got to play video games. That's what I was meaning to tell y'all. So that was exciting, But, and sometimes, like, you'd turn around and the people would be, like, right in front of your face, like, oh my god. Well, it's like you were, like, halfway in the fucking, the counter or something, it's like, kind of like, can you back up? He's in my bubble. But it was kind of cool, different thing to do, I suppose, for work, play video games. Kind of what it felt like. But anyway, I'm blinking. I'm out of, battery. So now that I've remembered what I was going to tell you, there's that, and I'll see you for what I see you.